Hey guys, I wanted to do a quick little tutorial on Volvo's new Google operating system in all of their 23 vehicles. This particular one happens to be a 2023 electric car, the XC40 Recharge, plug-in all-electric. But the system is the same for the mild hybrids, the all-electrics, and the plug-in hybrids. So it's made its way to every vehicle in our lineup this year. I already have a profile set up, a Google account set up, a Volvo Cars app set up, and I'll take a video of what that app looks like as well. But very, very cool system, very voice-centric from a safety standpoint. Obviously very responsive if you're going to change temperatures, synchronize temperatures, turn on your heated seats. All of this stuff can be done by voice though. And that's one of the things people have to transition into with this vehicle is, we're so used to reaching for a dial or reaching for a knob, taking our hands off of the steering wheel, taking our eyes off of the road. And while in certain situations that's easy to do, I think the voice system really is fantastic in this car. I'll just show you a few things. So audio, right now we have it streaming on FM radio. Nice classical music there. But you've got tons of different streaming options. For instance, on any of these 4 tabs, this particular one is for the audio. If we swipe over, I've downloaded a lot of the third-party music apps that you can have on it, and there's a ton of them. Obviously Bluetooth, FM radio, satellite, and a few of the third-party ones are radio.com, iHeartRadio, Spotify, TuneIn, everybody knows about, and Amazon Music, YouTube Music. Logging in is very simple. You can just scan a QR code with your smartphone and you're basically done if you've got the credentials saved into your phone, or you can just log in with the Gmail account, even if you don't have an account. For instance, on Spotify or iHeartRadio, you can just create an account just by clicking on your name. Kind of cool. And again, this is all streaming as part of Volvo's Google's data plan that is going to be complimentary for 4 years. This home button here, just like in the home button for the Sensus system, takes you back to our home screen here, and we can easily swipe back and forth between any other audio input. Now, going to the voice-centric part of it, this is what I really like. GPS systems have been a nightmare in vehicles for voice control. Even Volvo's previous system, which I thought was better than many, compared to this is just light years away. The button on the steering wheel, you just tap that once, or you can say, okay, Google, get directions to Lincoln, Nebraska.
Lincoln is 55 minutes from your location by car in light traffic.
It'll bring up Google Maps, give us the best couple of routes for that. On the EVs, it will tell us when we have to charge, how much energy we're going to have when we get there, and how much we'll have when we get back. So that's an added cool feature to the electric vehicles that we've got. With Google Maps now, you can also have this satellite view, which I think in larger cities, or you're going to a mall or somewhere with a big parking lot that you want to really dial in on and see. Pretty handy. I mean, this is our dealership here, and this is literally the parking spot right next to the building that I am parked in. Now, for folks that don't like that satellite view and they want the more basic street view, we can simply tap on the settings tab and turn off the satellite imagery. Other things you can ask Google from a navigation standpoint, even while not in the map mode. Find the nearest target.
There's a target 1.8 miles away. Want to navigate there?
Sure.
Target 1.8 miles away.
And if we had a phone connected, we could also call anywhere that's on here as well. If we pull that up, there'd be a little phone number handy that we could just tap and it would go through my Bluetooth phone. Some of the things I like best from a day-to-day use while you're driving. Set the temperature to 74.
Got it. Changing the temperature to 74 degrees.
Much easier than eyes off of the road, hands off of the steering wheel, tapping into here and changing our individual temperatures. This button here synchronizes it. If the passenger changes, we can hit that synchronize button, or we can just say synchronize temperature.
Sure, syncing the temperature.
Regardless of whether we're on this screen or not. Other things, and this is Nebraska here and it's about to get cold, we can say things like turn on the steering wheel heat.
Sure, turning on the steering wheel heater.
What's the weather going to be like on Sunday in Omaha, Nebraska?
Sunday in Omaha, it'll be partly cloudy with a high of 38 and a low of 17.
Yeah, not too cool. Play 99.9 FM.
Okay, streaming 99.9 FM.
Google automatically changes the channel for us. So instead of having to maximize our radio menu, scrolling from here and finding 99.9, which again, it isn't difficult, but the Google Assistant way of doing it is by far fastest, easiest, and most importantly, safest. Other things that you can navigate here on our home screen, the little settings wheel gets into our settings menu, obviously. Nice features, we can fold down the rear headrest with the push of a button. That's kind of a nice throwback to the Volvo's capabilities over the last dozen years or so. And again, this menu itself is very, very responsive. Also very simple. Now this top tab isn't just only for maps. One thing you can do is actually download a couple, believe it or not, of streaming television and movie apps. This is going to be probably more widely used on the electric vehicles if they're at a charging station. But for instance, you've got Tubi. I don't have an account. I just logged in with the Gmail account that we had on the car, and yeah, I don't know why, but I probably wouldn't watch movies in the car. You can't do it while you're driving. I'm sure if I had an electric vehicle that I was going to be charging, I would, but yeah, this stuff all just streams. So if we wanted to watch, a little whatever the rundown is, we can. Very responsive and very fast internet as well.
The deal is this. He'll take you to the gato. You just show me how in the hell I get out of the...
Kind of cool. Home gets out of that. Go back to our audio. And I'd usually keep this top tab in our Maps tab. For electric vehicle owners, you also can have a couple of different charging specific apps. PlugShare is one that actually will show not just standard EV chargers, but also Tesla chargers as well, if you have an adapter once they go live to the non-Tesla vehicles, and ChargePoint as well. I think Electrify America will eventually have an app on the Google Store, but not quite yet. And there's myriad of apps that I've got on this vehicle. They don't actually come standard on the car, but you can very easily download them from the Google Play Store here. So here are, at this point, all of the apps as of early November 2022 that can be downloaded. Probably more than you need, but we've got quite a few of them on here. This is also the screen where the owner's manual is, so having a digital owner's manual is kind of nice if you're just trying to look something up specifically. This cannot be accessed while driving. You do have to be stopped. The vehicle does come with a paper owner's manual supplement as well. The vehicle's software updates are located under the settings menu under system, and this is the new system that has true over-the-air updates. This particular one doesn't have anything available to update now. There is a new update 2.4 that's going to be rolled out at some point over the next few weeks to be automatically downloaded, but as of right now, this 2.3.1 is fully up to date. When you do get your vehicle updated, you install it while you're driving, or you download it while you're driving, and then there's a message that pops up at night when you want to park it in your garage or outside. It takes between 30 and 60 minutes to do. You download it, the car kind of reboots, gets all of its new information, and when you log in next, it actually shows you what updates were done on the vehicle, so you know what it did, which is kind of a nice, cool feature if you're a nerd like I am. Turn off seat heat.
Sure, turning off the seat heater for the driver.
Turn off the steering wheel heat.
Okay, turning off the steering wheel heater.
You now can also do passenger temperatures by voice as well. That's new as of just an update or two ago. Set the passenger temperature to 74.
Alright, changing the temperature for the front passenger to 74 degrees.
Just a very smooth, quick, just very responsive system. And I'm an Apple guy. I've had an iPhone for probably the last 15 years. And I'm one of those guys that when I do a delivery tutorial with folks with Android, I kind of cringe because I've never been comfortable with Android. But how it works in the Google car it's wonderful. The voice control truly works very well. It also plays nicely with Apple. It does have full screen Apple CarPlay, and I'll do another video on how that integrates. I think prior Volvo owners that have had Apple CarPlay for going on 6 or 7 years now, they're going to be a little bit jealous because it is full screen, where the prior generation was only about the bottom 40% of the screen or so. So another nice upgrade to the new Google system. Feel free to leave some comments. Let me know if you guys want a specific video, anything you're having issues with, anything you want to know more about, just from a research standpoint if you don't have one yet, or if you are a current owner and just want a little bit more clarification on anything. I'm happy to help out. Appreciate your time. Let me know how I can help. Take care.